Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Foundation, where our beautiful little village is starting to take shape. In the last episode we got a rustic church set up in the main square here. We'll eventually sort of carry this market stall around here. Today though, it's all about getting some stuff we can actually sell in the market, because at the moment we're selling berries and they ain't bringing in much cash, to be honest. Although I think I did set the trade up so that it would sell some stuff, did I not? No, I did not. So what could we sell that we got loads of? We could sell some stone, couldn't we? So sell any stone above, let's keep 50 stone. So we can sell up to 50 stone, that'll do. And planks and wood we'll keep, because we don't really have that much of that actually. Now berries wise, do we have a couple of people? We could really do with, because we have one spare person. So we get some berries in, because we've only got one in stock at the moment. Also then, we've not got no priest in the church. We've not got no priest. That was terrible British English. Queen's English, Jonathan. Queen's English. We've got no priest. It doesn't seem I can give anyone the job of priest. Apparently it will fill up, but it may take a while. But in the meantime, they're starting to get like church-filled look low, so it's not necessarily that bad. The main problem is they don't have houses, because we're just that short on wood. So let's just double check we've actually got people. There's 3 woodcutters assigned. Do they have? They've got wood to cut down. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to take that off, right? Take all this off. And just let them cut down the new stuff. And I'm hoping that it is able to be cut down, because they are new trees. I don't know whether or not, Let's see how they get on there. See if that's relatively self-sufficient. Because if it isn't, we're going to have to do something about it. But actually, I mean, really, no. Do you know what? They can keep extracting this as well. And what we'll do is we'll build the farms down the other side of the town. We'll build the farms down here on the slightly sort of more pastureful land, I guess. It's still a little bit bobbly and whatever. But anyway, let's have a look at farms. So we have wheat farm, windmills, and bakery. That's pretty much what we need. So wheat farm produces wheat, yes, and we need 100 gold to do it. A windmill produces flour from wheat, and then bakery produces produces bread from flour and water. So there's nothing we can do until we've got some gold coming in. Well, do we get gold from rent? Or is it the only way we're making gold is from berries? One sold this week for 8 gold. Okay. Ah, interesting. Okay, well, we'll let it play and see if money's coming in. The big problem is that stuff costs upkeep. Houses don't, but that church certainly does, and I suppose these do. That one doesn't. Well, does a little bit. Okay, right, well, I'll let the game run and just see if actually money's coming in, because if it isn't, we ain't doing anything. Okay, we've got a little bit of money coming in. What I've done is just let the game run for a little while, but also the traders, they actually tell you, here, I've paused the game, they actually tell you what they want. They come in specifically wanting things to sell and buy, so at the moment we're just buying some tools, so we've always got 20 tools in. Isn't too bad. This guy, for instance, would like berries, but we're not really selling those at the moment because we want to make sure we've got a stock of them in, so we've got other food coming in. Also, polished stone and planks as well. It seems to be that they want the sort of higher materials, so the produced materials, I suppose, as opposed to the basic gathered things. So what I've done is I've set up a stone cutter. It's currently getting built with the first bit of money I got, and then I've also set the trade to sell planks. Is that over 50? So that could come right down, I think. We'll keep 20 in stock of both planks, and we'll keep 10 of polished stone in stock. So I don't think we're using that all much, to be honest with you. And then once they get produced, they'll start coming in. That's what's giving us this little boost of cash here, back up to 61, because without that, we're not making money, because all we're doing is selling berries to our people, and it's not enough. So what we're going to do is every time a little bit of money comes in now, I'm going to start the process of getting one of these secondary tier things coming in. Now, excuse me, if we look at this here, we can build a luxury stall, which I think, or goods stall, which you can make it sell. Let's have a look. I don't know. Can we do it from here? We could do with one of these in to start the selling of something. Okay, so let's just click that there. Okay, so we've got to put a tent on it. Although the tents cost 50 gold. What on earth? All right, no tent for now then. Go. Let's see what that does. And if it's goods then to sell shirts and stuff from, we'll get those set up. The two options, bread and clothes. Clothes is actually the cheaper one to do because the sheep farm costs 50 gold. Weaver's hut is 200 and a tailor's workshop is 50. That's 300 total to get t-shirts or whatever you want to call them. But these ones here, 100 gold, 200 gold, 300 gold. So it's double the cost to get bread. So they're going to be clothed and hungry as opposed to fed and naked. Okay, the market, stonemason set up, market set up, money's coming in. Let's get some sheepies on the go. So housing, I think we'll head over this way. I'd like farms down here, really bringing the stuff up to the side of the church, hopefully, if they work it right. So let's have a look at this then. Here's our sheep hut. Kind of, you need that back bit there on a relative flat, don't you? Or not, I don't know. There we go. I just love how it sort of conforms. Sometimes it makes it a little funky, but overall, it's a really neat way of doing it. So that's going to go in. Let's prioritise that. It needs stone, tools, and wood. That should be no problem. That should get thrown up, to be honest with you. Sheep farm. From there, we need the weaver's hut. We haven't got enough of that. And then we need the tailor's workshop. So let's bring the tailor's workshop into the town a little. Purposefully a high up building, is it? Looks like it, doesn't it? Where's the entrance to it though? Is it underneath there? Oh yeah, nice. Okay, that's a really cool building actually. So we'll have this here on the corner, and then we can put, I think actually it'll let us put the weaver's hut in even though we haven't got the money. I think it'll bankrupt us. Let's have a look. That's just somebody's house there, so we don't want to go too close to that. Let's put it here. And then we've got a clear kind of... Yeah, let's just put it down, I think, but won't actually start building it until the money's coming in. And then we've got a clear sort of throughput here, which is then we'll take it round to the market. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, I realised I didn't have any polished stone in the warehouse itself, and now we have. I built a second warehouse for it. I'm wondering whether or not he's actually going to come. So let's watch what this guy does. He's ignoring this one. He's coming over to here. Right, he's bought 6 polished stone. And fair few of them. And he's off. Alright, is that all he wanted? 6, or is that all we had? Ah, no, did we say we had to keep 10 in? Is that what that is? Okay, that's fair enough then. He just buys whatever he can. There's another one there now. So, let me just check that. Trading resources. Yes, we said to keep 10 and 20. That's fine then. Okay, so that's working then. Good. So that should really start to bump up our numbers a bit now. The weaver's yard is in, as is the slightly floating sheep sheep farm. Let's talk about sheep farm. Like you say, you click them and they just wander around. And I think eventually there will be a thing, because at the moment it's just like a button that says just, generate sheep. And you generate them, and then they fill up of wool. And then our young farmer, Elizabeth, I believe her name is, will come in and shear them. So we have 21 wool in production now. And we haven't quite got the money for our weaver's hut. But we do have the tailor's workshop built. So we're just waiting for that middle bit of the conveyor belt. There we go, the weaver's hut is complete. It isn't quite where I want it, to be honest. I was literally sitting waiting for it to get to 200, and I was like, click, put it down quick. Yeah, so it's where it is. But at least it's on the path there from the wool to the weaver's hut to the tailor's. So yeah, it does. Unfortunately, again, a little clippy. What I think they need to try and do maybe is just make these foundations just hit going until they hit the ground, and not have a cap on them, because at the moment it seems like there is a cap on them. But personally, I would have them just like go underneath. It probably affects performance a little, but at least you don't get those weird little clips. But seems to work pretty well when the game does it, the game obviously has a way of working out how flat the ground is. So you very rarely get any clippy corners on the game. It's just when an idiot game player puts one down, it starts to chop a little things like the windows cutting in. But to be honest with you, I actually think it's an acceptable issue because of how freeform the game is and how you get these sort of, even just like a few houses, you start getting these lovely vistas, you know, all different heights and rotations and stuff. It really is such a pretty little game. I really like it. So that should produce wool into woolen cloth. That's fine. So get on it then. Why is nobody doing it? Let's speed time up a little bit and see what happens. There's no wool at the moment. Do we need a transporter to move it round, or will they do it for us? Oh no, it seems like... seems like... Is that Elizabeth who's just dropped that in there, or was it Edith or Catherine? Either way, they are now producing cloth. So I wonder if the producers take it to where it's got to go, or if the creators go and grab it. What do we need here? Deliver 30 berries in 60 days. We get some faith. I'm just going to say keep it all. There doesn't seem to be anything negative about just keeping them all right now. And we barely keep on top of our berries itself. We need to get bread sorted, really. But at least now the market store is open. And it is able to sell shirts once they're produced. So... there are now 4 shirts in stock. That means somebody's took some. Have they took them to the market? Yes, there are now 4 shirts in stock. So, let's see. When Lauren pulls a finger out and comes to work... oh, they sell. They don't need Lauren there. But yes, they sell for 10 gold each. Compared to... fish. We can't do fish, I don't think. We've got no water. We haven't got any water at all because we are playing on an older map because there was an issue with an early build of the early access where traders got messed up trying to get over water. So I thought, well, we'll come and play on an earlier map so at least I know it works. But it does mean I don't think we can do fish. No mention of it. So yeah, bakery's going to be the next thing. Wheat farm. Let's get a wheat farm down then. Again, I think we'll keep... oh, there's a heat map for this. Oh no, I hate heat maps because I really struggle with the colour of them. I'm going to say that this is a better colour. So it's kind of all or nothing, I think. I don't think there's like a good medium or thing. It's red or I guess green. If you don't know, I'm quite colourblind, so I do kind of struggle with colours, unfortunately. Where's the entrance to this? So let's do this here then. Right. Okay, Martin's bringing in the planks. Good lad. And you're going to produce thingies. Now, I guess, do we have a... we do have a farm field that I put a bit of it down here, but I don't actually think it's needed, to be honest, for the sheepies. I don't think they use it. But I think this down here will have to be. So let's do... it's a pretty decent farm field space. Not right up to the back of the market, though, I don't think. That's... whether this is enough space, I really don't know. But we'll give it a go. Farm field. Let's turn extraction off from this area now, since we got rid of that second lumber mill, because we seem to be on top of lumber right now. We could always have a second wheat farmer here, if we need one. Have to look at how much they produce, really. So wheat farm goes into windmill. So wheat farm produces 2 corn. 1 corn is produced by a windmill, which in turn needs that and water to create bread. Okay, so we need a windmill. We're at 181 gold right now. 197 gold, 200 gold. There we go. So let's get a windmill in. Oh, look at the windmill. We need the windmill like on the cusp of the village, really, don't we? It shouldn't be a... oh, I've gone back under 200 gold. See, at the moment we are really... I'm hoping that once we've got cloth, bread, and berries on the go that people will eat well and spend money, and we can start to get back on top of our finances. But at the moment, it is literally like as soon as it clicks over 200, here, I'll at 170. Will it go higher? We could do the trader coming in and buying some gear that we need. In fact, we could start selling clothes. I bet some of them would buy clothes, wouldn't they? Let's have a look. Click on here. Let's store some. Let's bring that up so we can see it. Let's store some clothes. There we go. And then on our trade route, let's just say with clothes, we'll sell anything above 20. Okay, and we'll try and keep a stock of 20. And I'm kind of, these are arbitrary numbers right now. I'm kind of making them up as I go along because I don't really know how many we need in stock. 196 gold. Come on. Yes, there we go. Boom. Having to kind of get it in while the money's coming in. We would have been okay there, but yeah, that's good. That needs tools, planks, and stone. No problem there. 2 more villagers. More than happy for villagers to come in because other than a bit of wood, the houses don't cost me anything, and obviously it's just more people to buy the stuff. So I'm more than happy for villagers to keep tottling in. Here we've got 2 wool, 46. There's no cloth there, but they've got 6, so somebody should be going to get some cloth from here. But so far, all the sort of what's the word? The runs, the transport runs seem to be working pretty well. To be honest, we don't seem to be having any bottlenecks anywhere. If anything, that's the only one I've seen, to be honest, where there's nothing in here, and it may well be that Juliet is having a day off, or she's on a break. Let's see where she is. She's working apparently. Let's have a look at you. Oh, there you go. She's literally just gone to get some cloth. She's took 9 in with her, or 10 in with her, I guess. And is now producing some t-shirts. Good for you, Julia. Let's see our construction site. Martin is on it. So what I found here is that they can seem to be able to carry 10 things. So that's pretty good going. If you get 10, they'll carry the 10 stone, do a bit. Somebody will carry the 10 planks, do a bit. Somebody will carry the 10 tools, do a bit. But also you'll see that they each do their own thing as well. So it seems like the stone comes in, will make the foundation level here. The plank here will do this, and the tools are kind of like the finer bits. So you'll see that Jane is bringing some stone. We'll actually watch her get to work, eh? Off she goes there, picks up some stone, some tools even. Comes all the way down here. Interesting that she doesn't just cut across. Interesting that they kind of prioritise paths that are already in place. That's a fun one. Now, she might not get to finish this, to be honest with you. She may get... There you go. I say she may run out of energy, and then somebody else will fill it. So Philippe is coming in. Let's follow Philippe. Follow Philippe. Philippe is on his way down. Come on, young man. Get yourself on that windmill. Good stuff. Okay, so assign villager. How many villagers have we got that aren't working? Oh, loads. Okay. Assign villagers, all of them, and assign 2 millers on there. Okay, so farm state is sowing. It says reset crop field. I'll be interested to see how this goes. I don't really recall... Oh, look at this. I don't really recall how this went, you see. Ah, they go over the path. That's interesting. So it seems... Let's just turn our development zone on. It just... Yeah, it looks like they're just going to fill in the zone. Wow, that's so natural. Let's maybe... Bring it up that way a little. There is no farm field zone for the farmer. You want to sow? You want to sow more, do you? Oh, all right then. I'll tell you what. Then let's just do. Let's just do that, eh? Maybe not take it. I don't like it right up the. I don't like it right up there. You can finish that sentence on a postcard. They're sowing the hell out of this wheat, man. Look at them go. They've all wandered off. Is that it? Have we moved on to growing? Right, okay, so there you go. Maybe each person can kind of do a little loop of like that big, I guess. There's kind of like 3 areas there. A few trees in the way. I did think maybe the trees would kind of clear out when the farm comes in, but I just love how sort of procedural it all is, you know? Because say it does come out with some funky results sometimes. I'm very rarely seeing Lauren working on this stand. I am working. So really, it's more your job to move stuff around as opposed to Yeah, she's kind of getting the gear and dropping it off where needs be more often than not. So she's kind of manning the stall at points. But yeah, I think what we'll do is now we've got a bit of money. I want to edit this building. There we go. And I want to add a... We did a green tent. Let's do a red tent here. It's a little low, but I think it works. It just looks like there's a beam across, doesn't it? But we can do... Hold on, let's turn off the snapping, right? Apparently there's a way of doing this, and then maybe that's just... You can just move that one then. Hold on, so let's bring it... It should sit more like here, really, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's... I mean, it's okay. Right. There's not a construction on that. Like I say, we're on a very hilly area here, so certain things like that are going to be a bit funky. But look at the windmill! You still harvesting now? Wow, they were quick. I like the fact that there's a process to it, though. You know, it kind of takes a bit of time. That's good, because that's kind of what you want in it. Here they come. Get to work. Help the king. What do you want? Bread. See, I could do that. I could maybe do that next time, but at the moment I can't. So here they go. They come on in. Hee, look at this. They actually go and pick it all up. And does this start producing corn, wheat? Good. So now we can start getting flour, and in turn, flour goes to the bakery. Oh, look at this! Wow, this has got to go here on the main street, hasn't it? I think. There's the door in. This is all the gear around the back, isn't it? So maybe we'll have it kind of on its side like that. That way, yeah. I like the little sign on the front there that says bakery, look. Okay, let's have it here then. There we go. We literally just had enough money for that. And there's like a little stage here that looks like it would sell the bread. I don't think it does, but it looks like it's kind of the start of the market, I guess. So we'll see. And then what we can do is we can come into here, and can we... No, we can either pick berries or bread. Okay, so we need another food stall in the market then to sell bread. I'm not too sure about this, if I'm honest. But we'll see. Let's go back to edit our market. Food stall. There we go. And we'll have a blue tent on this one. We want to snap. Let's see where it snaps. See, they snap a little bit further back, don't they? That's fine. Brilliant gold. We can't do start construction until we have 50 gold. Come on then, because we need to start selling bread. There we go. And when it's built, it can sell bread. Have we got people who are unemployed? 4 new buildings unlocked. My word. Oh, we got loads of people unemployed. Okay, is there anywhere they can go and work? Be nice to see if there were like empty spaces anywhere. I personally don't think there is. We still don't have a priest. 2 weavers. I don't think there's anywhere for jobs, you know. Warehouse workers are all full. Yeah, we have to just grin and bear it for now, folks, I'm afraid. We'll find you jobs as soon as we can. The three farm workers here are busy, man. Getting on it. We've got 13 flour. Awesome. When this bakery's done, we'll have some bread, and then we'll call the episode a day. Philippe is assigned to the construction. Philippe, smashing it. Our bread operation is fully operational. Here she is, absolutely smashing the crap out of some bread. Make that bread! That's literally how you make bread. You just beat the crap out of flour. Okay, so she's making bread. Good for her. Which then gets ported over here to our funky little market. We are going to have to completely redo this market, I think. I think what we'll do is we'll just bring it off the hill a bit. And bring it down to where basically this path here would follow the market quite well, I think. Just a bit too of an extreme slope there, isn't there? Yeah, we'll redo the market at some point once we've got a bit more cash. Also here as well, this I've just realised the wheat field farm. Just basically, this is an underground tunnel. They have an underground tunnel that goes direct to the church. It's a priest tunnel. That was the thing, wasn't it? Priest holes back in the day. Talking to priest holes, our priest hole is full. 25 out of 25. So we're being told now that people need more church and food and drink. So that's fine. We now have bread coming in, so that should hopefully affect food and drink. But what I think we might need to do is look at putting down a couple more wells. Maybe a well over in the sort of house centre, so that they've got it coming in for the house. And then we're going to need a second church. But I'm thinking a little church up on the hill here would look pretty smart. So we'll do that next episode. Also, the buildings that were unlocked were basically set up to make our own tools. So we need an iron mine, a coal hut, a blacksmith. So an iron mine gets raw iron and a coal hut gets coal. And then they go into the smelter to make iron like ingots, and then the iron ingots and some more coal go to a blacksmith to make tools. So once we've got that up and running, we can then get... Hello? A house just upgraded. Look at that. Wow, I didn't know that happened. Awesome. That means we can then get rid of the trade deal for the tools to come in. We can make our own. That'd be loads better. I'm hoping then that bread and berries, man. We need food, but I guess bread is the way to go, I suppose. Can't make unless there's going to be new options later on for, killing the sheep. I'm not sure. But yeah, next episode, new church and iron mine, I think, is where we're going to be heading. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm loving it. I'm getting super psyched for more of this. And yeah, if you have enjoyed it, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop down in the comments. Fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JontySparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so on our Geekism Discord server. You can find the link for that in the description. Thank you to all of our patrons. Make these videos possible through their generous support at patreon.com/geekism. And don't forget to check out our affiliate links. You can get yourself cheap games and other goodies while supporting the channel at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.